Do you find yourself struggling a lot in life with day-to-day tasks? Trust me, you're not alone. I'm like you too sometimes, and the only reason I struggle is because I never had anyone guide me through it all, and I had to find that within me. Oh yes, today's 7th November, and I'm telling you, soon we're going to be in December, and then next we're going to be saying Happy New Year to everybody. So if you're struggling in life, in day-to-day issues like, for example, parenting or your job or just general struggling, that's just normal, The best thing you can do for you is understand what you're struggling with. Try to understand the trigger signs within you that creates that struggle for you. For me, take example. I'll give you an example, sorry, I need my coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet. So there were certain keywords or certain things people used to say that used to trigger me a different way. And I used to sometimes get defensive, and even sometimes today I get defensive in certain things. But then I start to understand these keywords that were creating that. It's a feeling you feel. It could be in your gut, it could be in your emotions, it could be that tingling feeling. Everyone has different feelings. Some call it do you have that butterfly in the stomach? There's that feeling in your body that triggers it off, and you can feel it. Same with fear. If you're scared, if you're sad, your body talks to you, by the way. Your body talks to you in a way that only if you understood what your body's telling you, it will change everything, the way you see things. So, coming back to struggling, it's a very challenging thing when you're struggling. If you sit there and take some time to be alone, quietness, self-reflect, and review what caused it. Struggling is feeling frustrated, feeling lost, confused. That's how I see it in my life. So what did I do? I started to pay attention, real close attention to the things that made me feel like that. And then I start tapping into them feelings and change them feelings. So for example, if I was scared of something, I would change that feeling by harnessing that feeling I felt in my body and change it to tell my mind that it's a good feeling, especially when I want to overcome anxiety or fears in life. So after working on that inner self of mine, it started changing. It didn't happen overnight, by the way, does it? It takes time. The easiest thing I did was write it down. So I started acknowledging, let my eyes see what was doing that to me, my body. So when I wrote it down and I associated the feeling I felt with it, and then I started acknowledging it, and then I started understanding it, and the more I understood it, the more it made sense to me. In the beginning, it made no sense to me. I thought I was like, really? Why can't I see it? Why can't I make a change? Because you need to work on yourself and self-improve on the way you see things, and it takes time. Listen, I wish you can just click your fingers and it all gets resolved there and then. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of patience. See, this is what comes to the next thing. Patience is key here. If you have no patience, it's going to be harder for you. For example, anxiety was something that happened to me through overstress. I was overstressing, overthinking so much that I created anxiety for me. And then I discovered it's me doing it to me. And then I started breathing, relaxing, stepping back, and just taking it easy. And once I did that, everything changed. Anxiety is no longer in my life. And when I mean anxiety, I used to get chest pains, feel like you're having a heart attack. It feels like you're just overwhelmed and overcrowded. And that's what I discovered. It was just me doing it to myself. So remember, you need to first understand your body, understand the signals that your body sends to you in order for you to make that change. Now remember, I told you, you have to write it down. If you don't write it down, your eyes won't see and register it. That's the only way you're going to see it. from your point of view. That's why sometimes you may sit with someone, it clicks in the first conversation. They tell you, like, that makes a lot of sense, but why can I see it? Same kind of concept I'm trying to teach you here. You have to understand that your eyes sometimes need to register. That's why you have people who are very good at visuals. When they see things, they understand it. Some people are good through speeches. They understand it through that conversation. But most of the time, you'll find out visual is more impactful. That's why I watch movies and series. It's more impactful than rather me sitting there giving you a lecture, if that makes sense. Right, if you like this is Daily Life Doses on my channel. And introduction of me is on my main page. You can always check who I am. Anyway, there's some more here, and YouTube will recommend you to watch something far better than my channel, I guess. That's it, I'm out for today. Oh yeah, and by the way, I wish you a beautiful morning and a beautiful day. That's it, I'm out.